Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad Echo Games. Today, I invite you to take a hike with me in Death Stranding as I talk about the news from the past couple days, considering that there's been a bunch that's been released. And I figured, why not take a hike with Sam Porter Bridges as we talk about the news of the last couple days? First up, I would like to talk about the PlayStation UI reveal today and how exciting that was. Although I gotta say, I wasn't that impressed by it. But then again, with all the hype that's been surrounding it, whenever you build that much hype around something, it's never gonna live up to the level and the stature of the hype that has been built up. And they waited a long time to reveal this UI, and I think we've gotten glimpses of it in the past, and we've gotten to see it, like, with leaks and stuff. But after seeing it today, I liked it. I like that they integrated the store into the OS and that it's a lot snappier and faster, and you can hop into different parts of the game as fast as you can. It was alright. It was alright. It is what it is. I saw Jake Baldino talking about how excited he is to move on to these next UIs, considering that the last UIs were, like, I guess, bad in his opinion. I don't know, man. You guys make a lot about nothing. It's a UI. Honestly, you spend like zero time in there. You launch your game, or you go buy your game and you're playing. So, I mean, as excited as I was to see it, after seeing it, I was like, really, that was it? So, there's that. And then, Burger King, with their commercial where they're giving away, they have people opening up bags of Burger King with PlayStation 5s inside. Oh, man, dude. I don't know, whatever. It was a nice commercial, but at the same time, I'm like, I want my PlayStation. I wonder if those people actually got to keep those PlayStations, or if that was just filmed for the commercial. I'm curious. Are you trying to buy a 2 for 5 to win a PlayStation, or are you at Taco Bell trying to win an Xbox? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Next up, I wanted to talk about the issue that Sony's having right now with everybody freaking out, thinking that they're going to record their chats. In the tweet that Sony posted, they wrote that it was a function for players to record their own chats in case they need to report something. And of course, people want to take it and run with it and say, oh, Sony's spying on us, Sony's listening into our chats. If you really, really want to worry about somebody listening into you, look at your cell phone, guys. Look at your cell phone. This guy is recording you at all times, just so you're aware. And if you have an Alexa or anything like that in your house, oh my goodness, dude. They know everything about you. They know what you like to eat. They know what you like to watch. Yeah, you're being recorded all the time. So, dude, no need to worry. You're going to be fine. And if somebody says something rude to you in chat, record it and report it. Use it. I mean, I've never had a problem playing games. I know a lot of kids get on there and say derogatory, nasty things, but I've never had an issue. Then again, I never played multiplayer or anything on Xbox, and I don't play Call of Duty, so most of those kids hang out in those lobbies. And Destiny people don't really, they really just want to get their, whatever they want and get it done, and everybody pretty much works as a team. Every now and again you get, like a troll that'll sit there and maybe just wants to make it more difficult for everybody, or they'll go AFK, or they'll just sit there and talk smack the whole time. But for the most part, I don't really have any issues. So next up, I also want to talk about a tweet. It's a rumor that I saw, but it was also accompanied by a posting from a store that was basically alluding to the fact that Demon's Souls might be coming to the PS4. And as much as I don't really care about Demon's Souls, I love FromSoft games and I love the way they look. It's not a game that I'm getting on launch, but I feel bad for everybody who was excited thinking that that was the one and only exclusive next-gen launch title, and now it might be coming to the PS4. I'm happy for everybody that's stuck on the PS4 that can't move to the PS5 because you can't find one. But for those of us who are the first day adopters, we couldn't have one? I mean, come on, man. Like, I'm excited to play Cyberpunk and Valhalla. Those are my two main games. And then Immortals Phoenix Rising. And then everything else is just kind of, I can wait until next year. But Demon Souls was supposed to be the one game this generation that was the next gen exclusive launch title, and I guess people just can't even have that. So, but in good news, excuse me, in good news, tomorrow, Ghost of Tsushima Sucker Punch release Legends, which is their PvE multiplayer facet to their game, which I'm really excited to see. I'm not exactly sure exactly how it's going to work. I know that everybody's going to have to work together for a common goal, and there's going to be raids. So that's tomorrow, October 16th, and I'm really excited. So if you have Ghost of Tsushima, go ahead and make sure that you, thumbs up, that you update your game and get your free Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Now, let's move on to the Xbox. Oh, goodness. So, wait, hold on. How do you do the thing? There you go. I don't see any of these ghosts, so let's try to just stroll through here. I'm treading dangerous territory, guys. It's very scary. It's very, very scary. Look at that black ring. Hey, Sam, you alright? You look good. He's got his hood up. How's the baby doing? Baby looks alright. Alright, let's get going. Let's move on to the Xbox. Apparently, I saw that they are also revamping their UI, and they rolled it out already, and you can get it on the Xbox One X if you want to check it out. It's supposed to be faster, sleeker, and more customizable. So, I'm really excited to see. Actually, as soon as I get done here, I'm going to go over there and boot that sucker up and update it and see how it goes. So, in the comments, let me know what you think. Alright. I think something bad's going to happen to me soon. Uh-oh. The baby's crying. Oh, there he is. There's the bad guy. Oh, I think it's going to get me. Oh, he got me. He's going to drag me. Oh, he got me. Alright, so let's see what happens here. I don't think I've ever had this happen to me before, so... Do I have to fight something? How do I fight it? The baby crying is kind of annoying. Right. I can outrun this, right? Alright, let's try to get away. Oh my goodness. I'll be honest with you, I bought this game because I'm a huge I'm a huge Hideo Kojima fan. Oh boy. And I was interested to see about this game, but being a courier really, I'm interested to keep going in the game to see how it is, but the whole delivering packages deal and the very limited combat. Apparently, I guess I could fight this guy right now by throwing urine bombs at him, but I don't believe I have any, nor do I even know how to use them. So I'm just gonna run away from him because I know that you can outrun this. I believe as long as I get to the edge of the black, I can get out of here, but I have to get there. Oh boy. The baby crying off the controller is a little unsettling. But let's talk about something else that Microsoft is doing I saw today. Apparently, I guess 2 ex-employees of Naughty Dog's jumped ship and went over to the Initiative, which is one of Microsoft's new game developers. I'm not 100% sure what they're working on right now, but I'm excited to see what the Naughty Dog employees can bring to the table. We'll have to see what happens there. Oh goodness, I got away. Look at him, oh god, he's a mess. So, up next, I wanted to talk about Yakuza, Like a Dragon. And how, if you have an Xbox Series S, and if you want to play this game at 60 frames per second, you're going to have to play it at 900p, which is obviously subpar HD, and I don't get it. It's a next-gen machine. I mean, I can understand 1080p 60, but 900p? I don't get it, guys. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I don't know if the game is just not optimized or what the deal is, but I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the other games, and I'm interested to see if these games that are coming out on Xbox Series X are going to hold, or the Series S are going to hold back the other next-gen games because they have to make it work on the Series S. I'm not going to lie, that's a little frustrating. About to blow $1,000 on 2 next-gen machines and I don't want the $300 box holding back my games. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see what happens in the future with this, but as it stands right now, I'm worried. Let me know what you guys think in the comments because it's an unsettling fact. Moving on, I wanted to talk about Destiny and how after Beyond Light comes out in November, we have to wait until December 8th for the next gen at PS5 and Xbox Series X enhancements. I don't understand why they would release the expansion and not the next gen features at the same time. I mean, if we had to wait for the expansion to December 8th because of whatever issues maybe they're having, I would have preferred to wait until the 8th than to have the game for a month, playing it in regular, like 1080p or 4K or whatever they have it at, but 30 frames per second. I don't know. I want to play in 60 frames. I've gotten used to now to playing in 60 frames per second, and it's hard to go back, man. I know a lot of people used to say that, and I'd roll my eyes thinking 30 frames is fine. But really, once you get past 30 frames and you play in 60... I have never played in 120, but I would like to play in 120 just to see how it is. But 60 frames looks fantastic. And the fact that they're going to make us wait a month to play in 60 frames is weird to me. I don't know why they do things like that. But speaking of live service games, I saw that The Division 2 is going to be releasing, or has already released, a new exotic called the Backfire, which is really exciting because I don't know, I kind of fell off The Division 2 like right when the raid came out, and it was just the most ridiculous thing. So I never played the DLCs or anything. So I'm interested in going back to play the New York DLC and the other one that they have and see if I can get these guns. But I'm sure one of my buddies is watching this rolling his eyes because I've been talking about playing this, going back to playing the Division 2, and I just haven't had the time. Like, I get home from work and I'm kind of tired, and if I am playing something, I kind of want to play something that I have a backlog that's a mile long, and I kind of want to play the games that I haven't played yet. So we'll see though, because I really like the Division 2, and I like Ghost Recon Breakpoint for that matter, and I didn't get to finish that either. So I have plenty of games to go back and finish once these new consoles come out, because if I'm honest, right now I'm in a holding pattern because I want to wait for the boosts that the new consoles are going to provide for the old games. So, I mean, I love my PS4 Pro and I still use it, but if I can play these games at 60 frames per second right out of the box on a PS5 or the Xbox Series X, I'm going to hold out. So moving on, just wanted to remind you guys that Watch Dogs Legions is coming out on October 29th, which is about 2 weeks out. And I wasn't too crazy about the first two games, to be honest with you. I played the first one, and for some reason, even though it's a third-person shooter, it gave me motion sickness. And I promptly quit that. And it wasn't like that great of a game that I was like I needed to go back and play it. So I tried Watch Dogs 2 because it was free on the Epic. Oh no, it was free through the Ubisoft store. So I picked it up and I tried it. I liked it. The graphics were really, really nice, but I haven't gotten a chance to go back to it. So, but I am interested in Watch Dogs Legions because of the fact that you can basically recruit anybody. And what kind of sound are you making now? And I'm interested to see who I would recruit, and what my team would end up looking like. So we'll see what happens on October 29th. Although I probably won't end up picking that game up until next year, considering the budget for this holiday season is a little tight, and I think I only want to play Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Other than that, I wanted to talk about GTA 3 and GTA Vice City on the Nintendo Switch, and how these modders have managed to get these games running on there. Rockstar, what is going on? Wake up. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Switch could even handle Grand Theft Auto 5. Why are you leaving all this money on the table? Why are modders out here doing your job for you? I'm like dead seriously annoyed about that. I don't understand why Saints Row is on the Switch, but I can't get Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Switch. What is going on with that? You release, what is it? What was it? LA Noire, which in my opinion was just a trash game, but we don't get Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I understand that you make a lot of money with your GTA Online, but to leave that kind of money on the table, the Switch is outselling everything right now. Why wouldn't you want your game on that? I mean, I get it that Grand Theft Auto 5 has been on the top 10 of the MPD charts for like ever, but keep it there. You know? I would buy it again. I just don't get it. Rockstar, wake up. From there, I wanted to talk about the Monster Hunter movie with Mila Jovovich and Paul W. Anderson directing. And if you remember, he did Mortal Kombat, the first movie, and he also did the first Resident Evil movie. And I like those movies, so I'm interested to see what he does with this. I'm not a huge fan of the Monster Hunter series, but I did play Monster Hunter World on the PlayStation, and I did enjoy that. I played that pretty much to the end, or at least to the end game. And so, we'll see. I want to play the two that they're releasing on the Switch, I think, next year. Those, like the one where the guy has the little bug light that lets him basically fly around. That's exciting. Also wanted to talk about a tweet I saw today with art for Ivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla and how far the art for the character has come. And it is truly amazing. I mean, the guys over there at Ubisoft that create these Assassin's Creed games are amazing artists. So I'm really, really excited to see, because the images and the videos that we get to see don't do the game justice. Because you know, ultimately, once you get it on these consoles, it looks out of this world, and it doesn't look anything like it looked in the previews. So I'm really excited to see how that comes out, because in my opinion, the previews of Assassin's Creed Valhalla haven't been too impressive. I kind of felt like Odyssey looked better. And then it kind of reminds me of the downgrade between Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Even though I like Syndicate better as a game, visually you could tell the difference. And it was really, really staggering, the difference between the graphics. I was listening to somebody on YouTube talking about how I think they overestimated the graphical prowess on these current generation consoles when they were designing Assassin's Creed Unity. But but the game looks gorgeous. And now I'm hearing that if you have it on the Xbox One X and you throw it into your Series X, oh boy. Okay, you can stop crying now. It's okay. This game is ridiculous. I don't know about this game. I think it's really, really pretty, but it's like they say, it's a walking simulator, and quite honestly, it's not doing much for me. And having a baby crying in your controller, I'm not about it. Coming up, I wanted to talk about Spider-Cat. I see that Miles Morales is going to have like a new little pet sidekick. And I'm not sure if that's a joke or if that's a real thing in the game. But I love Spider-Cat. And I'm interested to see if that's really going to be in the game or if that's just a silly little gimmick that they're doing just to kind of like talk about the game. Which I don't think they really need any gimmicks. Spider-Man is a great game. I'm sure Miles Morales is going to be awesome, and I'm excited to try it. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to have a cat. I like that cat. I was a bit thinking about that cat all day long, and my coworkers just looking at me like I'm the biggest dork. I don't care. I'm excited. I'm allowed to be excited. Uh-oh, I got caught. Get off me, get off me, get off me, get off me. Let's see if I can get off. Come on, get off me. Run to the edge, bro. You can make it. Oh, there's trying to take me. I don't want to make it. I don't want to go.
Leave me alone.
I made it. Alright. So you know what? In closing today, guys, I want to talk about Night City Wire in today's new episode. If you didn't catch it, I'm sure it's been posted on YouTube by now, but it's all about the styles in the game, and it looks really awesome, and I'm really, really excited to play as a Corpo. I do want to play as a street kid and a nomad, so my plan is to play as male V on the Xbox Series X as a Corpo, and then I'm going to play on the PlayStation as female V as a street kid, and then I'll pick either or depending on who and play PC as a nomad. Let me know what life path you're planning to take first, and let me know what parts of the game excite you the most. Thank you guys so much for sitting here and listening to me just go on and on and on about the news while I try to get through this game. I appreciate it, man. You guys have a great day. If you can, like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. You guys have a great day.